Hey, all you recovering emo kids, Amanda, Robb here at the Emo Kids Anonymous podcast, and we have a fun, mini, bite-sized Emo Kids Anonymous episode today. We decided we wanted to go ahead and we did this for 2005. We are now in 2026, so it's been 20 years since a lot of our favorite 2006 albums came out. So we thought we'd do a little bit of a look back and talk about our top 5 2006 albums really quickly. Robb has 5, I have 5. I'm sure you have a couple of honorable mentions. And I think they can be genre, cannot be genre. Just depends on what we want, which our favorites are. And we'll defend them and talk about them for a little bit. But yeah, 2006 was a wild time, Robb.
2006 was a wild time. 2006, Obama's just kind of making a little run on the national stage. We're familiar with him.
He's a senator.
The ghost of Howard Dean is gone. We've already fucked that up. Had to bring you up again. 2006, I would have been in high school.
I would have been a sophomore in college.
Yeah, I would have been drinking in a field.
I would have been drinking in a frat house.
Yeah,
but we all have
no.
places to drink.
Yeah, we were drinking in different places. 06 was a wild time, and there's some interesting names on this list, and there's some uninteresting. And some of our picks are going to really shock you. But before we get to that, do us a favor, toss us a follow, toss us a like, prescribe to the pod. If you're watching this on Spotify or YouTube, if you could, leave us a comment or a review or a rating or whatever. It does mean a lot and helps push us out even more. Same with social media. If you could, check us out on all those things as well. Emo Kids Anonymous on Instagram, TikTok. We got Twitter, all that. And as always, this episode is brought to you by Protege, okay? It was very nice this last weekend being at an event with Protege and having so many people come up to you and tell you, like, oh, I already use that stuff. I've been using it for years. Like, the Maryannes are, like, rubbing it on their tattoos and shit. It's the real deal. I wouldn't hawk you a product that I don't believe in. Look, I used to sell used cars, and I was so shitty at that job because if a car's not good for you, I'm not going to tell you to fucking buy it. It's not very nice. So go over to protege.com, enter Emo Kids at checkout. You get your first bottle of that shit for $10. They'll fix your face up, okay? Look at me. I'm old. I eat like shit. I smoke. I don't sleep well, and I have the face of a 27-year-old man.
You sure do, Robb. And the hair of a 27-year-old man, might I add.
Mm-hmm. I have the hair of like a 4-year-old girl. Me and my daughter have the same hair right now.
It's beautiful.
And after you use up that first bottle and you start realizing there's some results, you go back to protege.com, you enter ROBB40, and you get 40% off for life. Okay? That's our gift to you. Now, with all that being said, let's take a trip back to 2006.
I know, 2006.
Let's not go all the let's not get to 2006 and start saying things that were said in 2006 that would get us in trouble now.
I'm even wearing
that Brian Luttrell
shirt.
Shit. You need a Hollister shirt on, yeah.
I am wearing a Hollister shirt. This is a Hollister shirt.
You're ready. You're ready.
I'm ready.
I think in 2006, Christmas 2006, I got my first and only. Was Hollister the one with the little eagle, the little bird?
Yes, the little bird. Yes. Yes.
My dear friend Kayla Stewart got me a Hollister shirt for Christmas that year, and my dad washed it and fucked it up.
Of course.
My dad was I've never fucked up my laundry like one time, I don't think, as an adult. I mean, maybe I have. But my dad, as a kid, I'd get something cool, and then he'd immediatly wash it, and it would just be fucking ruined.
Damn.
Why do you think I'm trying to replace him with Gabe? You know, Gabe wouldn't fuck up my laundry, I'll tell you that much.
No, he would not.
Not at all. Anyways, let's take a trip back to 2006 when I still had serotonin. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So, our favorite top 5 albums, obviously. Well, I'm not going to say that some of mine would be considered the best albums. I'm sure that a lot of music journalists would disagree, but it's fine. It is what it is.
We're the music journalists now, so you can say that it's.
It's
some may disagree, but I know the real ones will understand.
I think they would, yeah. So the first one I want to say is do you want to do my number 5?
Yeah, you got some honorable mentions before that, or any?
I do. I have one honorable mention.
Yeah, let's hammer out the honorable mentions.
Yeah, so my honorable mention for this one is actually going to be Dashboard Confessional's 2006 album, Dusk and Summer.
Ooh.
Yeah. Don't Wait, Rooftops and Invitations.
So long.
I know.
With Adam Duritz. I remember the first time I heard that. I was in Carly Logan's car, and Adam kicks in. I'm like, oh shit.
I know. It had such a good summer vibe. It was a soundtrack. My roommate at the time, one of my roommates, John, he loved Dashboard, and he is the first person who would never claim to be a emo kid at all. He would make fun of Fall Out Boy and all the emo stuff, but he loved MCR and he loved Dashboard. So in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know. I think you're kind of a closeted fan of emo music.
Kind of dipping your toe in a little. It's like, like...
He said it's their musicians.
We're not gay, we just kiss sometimes.
It's their
different.
Artistry. But
it's Chris Krabbe's artistry. Of all the artists you pick, it's the guy doing like basically acoustic jams. Like
that's pretty much what. And this
with
is
session musicians at this point, essentially. Well, this album is the one. This one is like big full band record. Because right after this, A Shade of Poison Trees, when he like dials it back hard, right?
Yeah, dials it really back. Yeah.
I think he went a little too big on this one.
He did. Well, by this point, Vindicated, he had that commercial success. So I think that
he needed Vindicated too.
Why he went. Yeah, exactly. And he was
Don't Wait is Vindicated to Emo Boogaloo so hard, for better or for worse. Great song, but let's be that's very much like, motherfucker, I gotta get in that ending credits of some more movies. Like I really like that Spider-Man money. Yeah,
I'm sure he ended up on like an episode of The Hills or something.
Oh no, I remember this song was on multiple movies. Like I feel like it was in like
definitely anything like that was on MTV at the time.
Oh yeah,
any of the reality TV shows they had at the time.
The movie Gridiron Gang, starring Dwayne Johnson, The Rocks. It's in Gridiron Gang.
The football movie.
Yeah, where he's
prison
like
football movie. Oh my god.
Yeah. I went to that in theaters with my football team like 2 months after that record. I guess because that comes out in June, so I went to that. I probably went to this in like September, October. Yeah, I remember that's in there. Yeah,
that's beautiful. But this is my honorable mention. I don't know if it was necessarily going to make my top 5, but it's definitely outside of my top 5. So that was my honorable mention for my list. What about you, Rob? Do you have an
honorable mention? Goes to dear friend of the show, Fred Samato. Here's what we aim for.
Yay! Shout out, Fred.
I wanted to hate on this record so bad when he came on. And when I went back and listened, I was like, fuck, some of this does bang. Didn't feel good about it. Mm-hmm. On the flip side, it's weird. Like, I was a hater of that album when it came out, but I think it's actually legitimately good. There's another album from this year by a band that's redacted that at the time we all looked at was like the fucking greatest record, Devil and God.
Yeah.
I feel like if you were to go listen to this for the first time and you took away any sort of emotional attachment to it, because I know brand new fans will hear this and be like, oh my God, no, they were Radiohead. Mm-hmm. We're very jaded. We didn't know any better. If you showed this, like when younger bands come on here and they weren't around for that, they don't give a fuck about this. Like
they don't.
I think it's like in sports, if they go back and like redraft players and stuff like that, like, oh, this is what we would have done. Devil and God was once upon a time like a number 1 pick. I think we need to be real. It's like a 4th, 5th round, mid-round fucking barely makes the team pick. It's not that fucking great. People are just hyped up on it. And other honorable mention goes to the nation of Canada. Alexis on Fire, Crisis came out that year.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
I'd say this is the point where they became like in Canada like fucking stupid big. Like they came to town, they played the arena. Yeah, so like shout out to them. But those are my honorable mentions.
Your honorable mentions, beautiful.
Yes.
So let's dive into our top.
Oh, wait, one more. Fergie the Duchess. Big Girls Don't Cry.
London Bridge.
My friend Robert Palmer wrote the chorus to London Bridge, and he got it stolen from him. Yes, he wrote the chorus to "Stick with You" by Pussycat Dolls.
Did that get stolen from him too?
No, he's a co-writer on that. Like he's listed there, and he was working on. I can't remember. It wasn't with Fergie, but he was working on a song with a different artist, and he had that. How come every time you come around? He had that, and then he's like 4 months later, I'm driving, dropping my kid off at school, and I heard it come on the radio. And I pulled over and I called the rep I knew at the label, and there was like a long pause, and they came back and were like, "How much do you want?"
Wow.
And he's like, "Nothing, because if I say a number, they're going to give it to me, then I'm going to be blacklisted forever."
Yeah, and you're not going to do that. Yeah,
and
he didn't want to.
He said nothing, and he was still blacklisted. Yeah.
He's not the same Robert Palmer who does the song "Might As Well."
No. There's a British guy, Robert Palmer, so it's very tough. Like he's listed on there as a songwriter, but then you click on his thing, and it takes you to the British guy. And it's like, no, the guy I knew was like a large, smooth talking black man, much different than the British guy.
Much different, but yes, yeah.
Rest in peace, Robert Palmer. Also, Fergie, R. that year, the year before this. Yeah. The year before this with the Black Eyed Peas, I saw her at Street Scene in San Diego. That's when she peed her pants. I was there. I saw it. Saw it with my own eyes.
It's still not as good as watching her do cartwheels on stage like much later on. That's wild.
I haven't seen that film.
Oh my god, you ever see that? Okay, it's
No.
much later. She's singing a note and she's like doing these frontward cartwheels, and I'm just the way she's howling as she's doing it is hilarious. I'm gonna send it to you later
Sick.
so you can watch it.
L'chaim.
L'chaim. So number 5, not in the scene, but this album, you know, for this artist, it put him on the map in terms of rap, hip hop and rap. At least in terms of mainstream, right? This is his 4th studio album. He already had several albums out, but this one put him in the top 40. It was number 1 when it was released. Are you trying to guess what it is right now?
I am trying to guess who it is so hard right now.
Okay, it is T.I.'s King.
Oh shit! I love T.I.'s King.
Yes,
I
I
didn't know
know.
that's what you were gonna say.
I know, yeah.
Oh, Amanda.
Yeah,
I used to clean my dorm. We would put that on. There's the top
I
back
got my
song.
top laid back,
yeah, and then
laid back,
the
laid
horns come in.
Oh, it's so
Oh
good.
shit!
Yeah, what you know
Was
about
one
that
song-
was like that
with,
single,
with
yeah.
Jamie Foxx, the "Live in the Sky" song.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think that's what you were gonna fucking say at all.
Oh yeah, no, you don't understand. Me and T.I. had a very close relationship.
Oh,
in 2006 and
dude, that was
2007.
that.
Yeah.
I pondered. I was like, that's too. It's just
Yeah.
gonna be me sitting here talking about T.I. for 5 minutes. It's weird. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that record. Yeah, T.I. at
such
that
a good-
point,
yeah.
he was like
Yeah.
the fucking man. Like
Yeah.
because there was like the big, you know, like Kanye and 50 are battling and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But then like T.I. was like like Outkast is gone. And he just was like
Ludacris
the southern
is kinda
fucking
like
yeah.
yeah, they
Ludacris is corny at this point. Then T.I.
Oh,
comes
super
along.
corny. Yeah,
Yeah.
he brings back the grit to like the southern hip hop.
Yeah.
Like Ludacris is just doing the funny raps and like
Yeah, he's-
and
yeah,
stuff like
Luda.
that. Yeah, exactly. He's a gimmick now.
And then-
so yeah.
Oh, dude, this record's so big.
Oh yeah,
It's
he
so
got nominated
cool.
for several Grammys that year for this album. It
Not
was
surprised.
definitely it brought him onto the mainstream radio for sure. This one,
Wow.
and God, Top Back was my absolute like jam for like a long time. But yeah,
I like that record a lot.
me too. Yeah, so I had to put T.I. It's not in the scene, but you know, I respect all the most genres of music. Sometimes
Yeah.
country is God willing. But yeah, T.I. King, number 5. What about you? What's your number 5?
Number 5, I'm gonna go with a tie at number 5 between two bands that were
Ooh.
essentially two bands that I believe were at the top of their game, and this is their like the end of the top of their game, basically.
Okay.
Commercially speaking, for sure. Louder Now by TBS.
Yep.
and December Underground by AFI.
Okay.
December Underground follows up off Sing the Sorrow. It's a little, you know, they kind of switched directions a bit on. It's a little more electronic-y. Still good, still a great record. I enjoy it a lot, but like it's like a great, if that's your entry point to AFI, that's your favorite record. If that's not your entry point to AFI, there's no way that's your favorite record, I don't think.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
But it's still good. TBS Louder Now, awesome. Like,
Yeah.
it's same thing where it's kind of like TBS really like leveled up really well, where it's like they kind of became a bigger rock band. At this point, to me, they're like alternative rock radio band.
Oh yeah, they've kind of
Make Dan
ascended
Sure is
past
great.
the- yeah.
My Blue Heaven is great, but they're starting to be cracks in the TBS world in the sense of there's some stinkers on here.
Yeah, there's some stinkers for
If
sure.
they want to swap out some of the stinkers with like a like Sleep, one of the B-sides, could be an even better record. Mm-hmm. But I do think Louder Now is great. The 2020 Surgery is a heater.
Yeah.
There's a line at the end. It's like, you're so sensitive. I am a machine. I had that as like my MSN.
Did you really?
Shout out to our
MSN.
Canadian friend. Yeah, shout out Dylan. Like I had that as my like MSN like status for like months. And when I was at a Dodger game with Benji, like during the pandemic, when they, you know, we were like spaced out a bit, and they did the national anthem, and this motherfucker laid on the ground. He didn't even Kaepernick it, kneel it. He just laid down. He had his iPad with him, and he started watching TBS, My Blue Heaven. It's like an AOL session, or it's like one of those like live sessions. Remember those cool ones they had where like the background's like kind of reddish? It almost looks like they're in the woods. Every
Yep.
artist from that time had one. It's one of those sessions. And Benji sat there watching My Blue Heaven, and I was like, you know, that is a good national anthem. I could live with that, you know?
You're like, I could be good with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
But AFI, same with that AFI record.
Did we do it? Did we
hair
do
for
an
Davey.
article on that too, or did we do an episode on December Underground like last year sometime?
No, we mentioned it maybe in some passing. We maybe mentioned it. Like, there's no.
Yeah, maybe. Okay,
It came up, but no. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
There's no world because it wouldn't have been like album that shaped us or one of those. No.
No, but yeah.
Not
I
that
love.
good.
I mean, yeah. Love AFI, but Davey Havoc, hot man. But
This was a weird era for Davey though because he changed the hair.
he did the
Yeah, it was a little more swoopy and like the jaw was a little more like pronounced.
He was really diving into the Hot Topic mall emo look.
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah, he was
Goth mall
he
emo.
was killing it right there. Miss Murder.
Oh yeah, he was doing a good job with that. He's like, that's what the kids want.
Exactly.
But my number 4 is also Louder Now by TBS. I mean, What It Feels Like to Be a Ghost, which actually, first time I heard that song wasn't even on Louder Now. It was actually on the soundtrack for Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, they got Spider-Man
Which
money
is
too.
wild, yeah. Which just came out obviously before 2006. So that's crazy that I guess then they just used it on Louder Now.
When did Spider-Man 2 come out? Was that 04?
04.
Damn. Okay, so they were
Yes.
just sitting on that motherfucker.
They were
'Cause
sitting on that one, yeah.
Spider-Man 2 comes out like the same time Where You Want to Be comes out then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they probably
And they still open the album with that?
they did. Yeah.
That's a wild choice.
Yeah. It's like they almost made it, and I don't remember the story about that song, but it's almost like they made it for the album or for the soundtrack, and then they let her put it on Louder Now because they already had it. I don't know if that's true or not. Someone correct me in the comments.
Interesting. 'Cause
But I
usually
would.
if that's what they're doing, they throw it at the end or something like that. But
That's true, but they
I guess it's
opened it
a
up.
different era too, where you had to put a CD in, so it's not like you hide the best
Yes.
tracks. I'm thinking like Drake does that, like Hotline, like he does his little singles and then he throws them at the end of the next album, kind of thing. But you could see it all at once if you bought.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess
Well,
there's
what's
still track
interesting is
listing. I don't know.
yeah. What's interesting is like also Liar, Take One to Know One. That's also like the number 2 I think track on the record. Like yeah, all those songs are what they still play to this day. TBS too, like their top few.
I think those are the best. Like that's
Yes.
it's like peak TBS in terms of rock band kind of
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Like those are bangers of songs. Yeah. Enjoyable.
Enjoyable, yeah. But that would be my number 4 pick. So yeah.
My number 4 pick, I'm gonna go with When Your Heart Stops Beating by Plus 44.
Yeah.
I would
Shout out
say
Mark
maybe
Hoppus.
Mark's greatest work. I don't really enjoy a lot of the Mark Hoppus work of the last 15 plus years because
Yeah.
I just feel like Mark is comfortable in his lore. I don't see him as much of a tortured artist as I do the other guys and like as you know like he's
Well,
he's
he never came
comfortable.
across, as
Yeah, and I mean especially like later like the last few Blink albums, not so much the last one because obviously cancer
and all
shit
that.
fucked. Yeah, that'll change your shit up real quick. But like
Yeah.
9 and California, like I don't really buy that you're going to the party and you're trying to meet the girl and so you guys can go get wasted. Like I don't buy it. You've been married for like 25 years, bro. You're pretty comfortable, you know? Like I don't really buy that from you. But Plus 44, he's a jilted lover coming off the breakup of the most important thing in his world. And it's like a fuck you to this guy. You know what I mean? Tom is like Tom's perked out of his mind right here too. Tom is jacked up on fucking fucking pain pills because of his
And
back.
aliens. Pain
And
pills and
he's
aliens.
like, my band is we're gonna be the Police. We're gonna be you too, and I'm gonna get aliens and this and that. And then Mark is just sitting there fucking stewing, and then him and Travis drop. And I was just talking about this with my friend Desmond from Career Day, where it's like on Tom's birthday they dropped No It Isn't. Like, you know, this isn't good, just goodbye. This is I Can't Stand You. It's like that's they're doing diss tracks here, and there's something to that. And Mark. Just like Mark is at his best when Mark has this like, it's like Adam's song-esque. Like Mark needs to like this morose, this sadness that kind of envelops him. He does it very well. And this is a very interesting sounding record because it was written with, I think her name's Carol, the original girl that's going to be the vocalist. So they're kind of written in wonky keys and then they had to kind of change it up when she ended up not doing it. So they don't feel like songs written for Mark's voice. But I think that makes them better because I think Mark knows so well what works for him that he doesn't always venture out of that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But like this record
did.
bangs. I would have liked to have seen
a
a second one, you know?
Yeah, that would have been nice. then they got back together, so I guess that kind of put a
Yeah.
kibosh in doing another plus 44 record. But
Yeah.
it would have been cool to see what else he could have come up with at that point if they had not. The what if.
I think
emo
that's his
world.
peak, though. I think that's his peak musically. That and the latter half of Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Those are
Yeah.
like his peaks to me.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Mark is like the god of like a good album track. Like that's what he does best. Like Cliff Diving, like Shut Up, stuff like that off the record. You know, like those
Yeah.
are that's what I want.
That's what you want.
Yeah, that's my number 4. What do you got? What's your
Number
3?
My number 3. Oh, well, number 3, we're going to take it back to your daddy. His debut album with...
Oh, Gabe. Oh, yeah. I was like...
While the City Sleeps, We Rule the
Bruce?
Streets. Cobra... Yeah,
Yeah.
your other daddy. Your You
Yeah.
were like your granddaddy. Like,
Let me throw on
Bruce is your granddaddy.
Yeah, let me throw on my
Gabe's
purple
your
hoodie
daddy.
for this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have brought my purple hoodie out. But yeah, 2006, Cobra came on the scene. Pete had just signed them to Cadence and Fueled by Ramen. And this is their debut album that I think this helped start the movement of what we would later have is like the neon pop, like the emo neon pop stuff. I mean, they really started to bring it up. Church of Hot Addiction, of course, Snakes on a Plane. They wrote this iconic song for like one of the worst movies that's ever existed on the planet.
I'm trying to like walk a line because I don't want to start fucking glazing the guy or something like that.
No, yes, you don't want to do that. But I think
I think this record is like, you talk about the neon thing.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was at lunch with Gabe and I'm like, bro, if you go on Wikipedia, you're on the page for Scene. Like if you go and he's like, well, it's like that's what I think of. Like even when we're with the Bananas, like they're talking about like that era of MySpace. Like they had fake purple hoodies made for that because like it's so associated with him. The American Apparel hoodie. The fucking shutter shades, like
the shutter shades.
That dude was as much of a fashion icon as he was a music one. You know, it's hilarious to think of that. Like, dude basically goes to the desert, rips some fucking peyote with some elders, goes and does a Holler Back Girl like parody track.
Oh yeah.
And then calls up Pete and he's like, "What's fucking good, dog?"
Oh yeah, what's good?
Basically
and then yeah, exactly. And then they create this album, and I think it helped. With their rise, and is what made Cobra, I guess I would argue, Gabe's most successful
for sure.
Yeah, music project that he's done. Yeah. So, yeah, had to put that one.
And then he got tired of being famous and he stopped, and then he was like, "Oh, I better go fix people's faces." What a philanthropist,
I want to be a good bro.
Right?
I need to be a good bro, so I'm going to help other men fix their faces. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Shout
job,
out.
Gabe.
Yeah, my face is looking great.
Yeah, exactly. Your face is, yeah. They should start hair products, Nick. You can help be the product designer.
Oh yeah. Well, once we get all the guy liner orders shipped out, because that's gonna take a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what's your number 3?
Number 3, I'm gonna go with what I believe to be the last great NoFX record, Wolves in Wolves Clothing.
Okay.
So
yes.
in 03, War on Errorism comes out, and I was already a NoFX fan by that point, but that came out when I was in the 8th grade, and that album fucked me up, like, because it's political as well, and I was young, so it really got me. And I was a little disappointed when Wolves in Wolves Clothing came out that it wasn't more political, but they weren't a political band. But it's a great fucking record. I go back to it so much. I have so many memories, like of all these records from this era. This is the one I have the happiest memories of. Like, I think this came out in the spring, and I just like, I can think of like riding my bike like to go to buddies' houses, or like we're driving in someone's truck and we're like, illegally drinking or something like that, or smoking. It's just like it feels like fun. It's a cool record, and it's really sad to me, like looking back, knowing, like seeing what's going on with NoFX now.
Yeah.
Like Melvin and Fat Mike. Like part of the appeal of NoFX to me is the same thing with Blink, where it's like the magic isn't just the music; it's like the energy. It's the whole package, and part of that package is like these are best friends.
Yeah.
And now the best friends are in a lawsuit together. It breaks my heart.
It's not fun. Yeah.
There'll never be a world where you serve me with papers, right? We're never going to do that to each other. No.
No, we'll never do that.
If we have a documentary together, you promise we'll do it together. We're not going to make
it's
it
not.
a thing.
It's not going to be like an America's Next Top Model documentary where Jay's saying one thing and
thank you.
And Tyra's saying.
And then I'm saying something else, and they've panned to Catherine, who's like, "Okay, so here's what actually happened." Amanda's right. Like
Catherine's just Miss J. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Never gonna
But it's
happen.
great. NoFX, coolest
record,
fucking
yeah.
band. And seeing Double at the Triple Rock. They got the song about I love a good artistic expression of harming public officials.
Oh yeah.
Great song in there about
you do.
lethally injecting Bush, and then at the end
Yeah.
they realize that the guy that's his replacement planned the whole scenario anyways, and it's like a beautiful track.
It's a beautiful
Great tracks. Now that I'm saying it, it's like I didn't feel as political, but it felt more like political and like socio-political. Like they're talking shit about like the Middle America and the Midwest and the South, and it's like cool, great record.
Yeah.
I love
You're
that
like,
fucking
get behind
band.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I love that band too. Yeah, I agree.
All right, what do you got?
Was my number? Oh, my number 2. Okay, my number 2 and number 1. This is really hard for me, and I don't know. It's really hard for me to decide which one I'm in that. Okay. Okay, you have to understand. It's just hard because.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
You do not know what I'm going to say.
LDT.
What the heck does LDT mean?
Lil Dick Timberlake.
No, that's true. Okay. So my number 2 is I'm gonna go. Okay, these could be interchangeable because of how much both of them meant to me in 2006. But number 2 will be Future Sex Love Sounds by Justin Timberlake. Obviously, Justified came out in 2004, and he had a couple of hits on there, was still kind of getting his groove. I am an NSYNC girl. I was a Justin's girl. Sorry, guys. 18 years, 12 to 19, 20-year-old me didn't know any better, okay? 40-year-old me has a lot more, you don't know what you know until you know. Right? Right, okay.
I was really disappointed his DUI video didn't have worse stuff being said in it. 'Cause
he
tried
was
really
actually
hard to not get it out.
he was like
He's
really
super charming. I thought the part where he got upset
really
about them
drunk.
writing his race down as white was hilarious. Like, that's great.
This is the
Seems
man who
super
was wearing
charming.
cornrows, like,
Yeah.
unironically, like, wore cornrows. Oh, boy.
I totally expected a Morgan Wallen moment. Like, not that he was using the word in a
yes.
hateful way, but like in a way where he assumes he's
Yes.
like, I was expecting something like that. And that's why he was trying so hard to keep it
Man's
buried.
had so much media training.
Yeah.
It's incredible. But no, this album, obviously, not that Timbaland wasn't big already, but this helped mark the era of like this splurge of albums, like this just like row of albums, including his own album, Timbaland's own album, that he would just shock value, that he just created. Like, he was on everyone's albums, producing everyone's albums. And this one, when him and Justin worked together, they just brought Justin's sound to a new level, brought pop music to a new level. I mean, Sexy Back, you couldn't escape the freaking song.
That's a good song. We can't, yeah.
He also had T.I. on the damn record with My Love, which is one of my favorite freaking songs on the album. I can't even tell you.
Great record.
But then he had to have the stupid video with Scarlett Johansson where it looked like she was Britney Spears too, like another or was it Cameron Diaz? Anyways, it doesn't matter. He had another video where he had she was kind of resembled like
Cry Me a River style?
Yeah, but it was
I don't remember that
maybe
one.
it was Cameron Diaz at the time. But they just weren't dating yet, so it would have been.
So this comes out in 06. Does the Timbaland record come out in 07, or is the Timbaland record in 06 too? The Timbaland record's the shot
No, 07 because Fall Out Boy's on it with.
I was gonna say Patrick's on it. I know.
That's Ooh. Although when 2007 hits, Shock Value will be on my list because.
Yeah. Is that the one with the Way I Are? I never liked that song. Just
not that song,
bothersome.
but there's a song he has with Nelly Furtado, Give It To Me, with Nelly Furtado, Justin Timberlake, and him, and that's one of my jams. So, like I said, there's a part of me that just lives in hip hop, especially when you go to Temple University from 2004 to 2008, and you're going to reggaeton clubs with your, sweet mates down the hall.
Your sweet mates.
Yeah, down the hall. What do you expect? Yeah, it is what it is.
Wah, wah, wee, wah.
Exactly. But no, this album, it was great. The tour was great. I saw this tour when it came out. But I think that this helped shape a lot of pop music for the latter half of the 2000s into 2010, and then it helped solidify Justin Timberlake and proved that he was not going back to NSYNC, that was not happening anytime soon.
No.
And that he was a bona fide solo artist from this point forward. He was working with some of the top names in, well, hip-hop definitely, for sure, by this point. I mean, he brought T.I. on in this one. He had Will.i.am too on this track, on this as well. I think Damn Girl. Yeah, he had some clout. I mean, I know he had Pharrell Williams in the last one, but he definitely showed everyone where he was going to be in the pop game, and that he was aiming for Michael Jackson's top spot, except then,
fell remarkably short of it, huh?
I mean, if Michael Jackson had the internet and had social media around, I don't know if he would be the king of pop like he is today. It would be an interesting. But Justin Timberlake, oh, how the mighty have fallen. Just go back with NSYNC, man. Do a tour.
Right.
Do a tour. That's my number 2. There you go. What's yours?
I'm going to do a tie at 2. I'm going with 2 albums that came out on the same day that I see as sister albums. Twin albums, both bastard children of Bruce Springsteen, and that's The Killers, Sam's Town, and Boys and Girls in America by The Hold Steady. These are like the best Heartland Americana. We listen to too much Bruce Springsteen records, especially like the Killers record.
The Killers
like at the
definitely
time,
did.
like they're coming off Hot Fuss, and it's like, oh, they're America's
It's
best
like-
British band. They're very like he's European. They're wearing
Kind
makeup.
of
but then-
emo,
they're getting lumped in with us, and then all of a sudden they're like, nah, bro, we got fucking mustaches, and we're from Nevada.
Yeah, we're going into like an actual like saloon, and there's
we're hard.
OK Corral showdown going on. What is happening?
That shit rips. It's great, but
It's
the
so
Hold
good.
Steady record is even better, and they do the shtick even better. But that Sam's Town record is the best Killers record.
You've
sorry,
said it's
Hot
been.
Fuss.
Yeah, you've said that before. Yeah.
I go with
thought it was
Sam's.
their
Better
best one.
record. Better record. Hot Fuss has higher highs, like obviously Brightside,
Yes.
Smile Like You Mean It, great singles.
Jenny's
But-
a friend of mine's a good song. Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny is the album opener, great. But as a front to back listening experience,
Sam's Town.
Sam's Town's pretty unbeatable.
Yeah. Brandon Flowers did a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Even if he thinks that Fall Out Boy.
He's probably over it by now.
I think he is. I would say that's true. Yes. Yeah. At the time, he didn't want to talk to Pete. Pete extended an olive branch, but he did not want to have it. But it is what it is. Okay.
What do you
Number
got?
1. Oh, I think it's obvious because I'm super basic like that. It's not obvious?
I tried. No.
It's what? It's the Black Parade.
Oh, I didn't even fucking think to put that one on there. Wow.
It came out at the end of 2006, but if you ever read Where Are Your Boys Tonight by Chris Payne, which I highly recommend everyone does. We've talked about that book all the time on this show. There is a whole chapter dedicated to this album for a reason. Yes, do I also think it's slightly overrated in hindsight? Yeah. Possibly. But at the time, definitely one of the best records that came out, at least for me, one of my favorite records that came out that year. It changed my entire DNA when it came out. And again, like I said, that roommate of mine who only liked several, he didn't really listen to Bullets and all that, but he loved the Black Parade.
Yeah, this
and
record,
he could wax poetic
the metalheads vouched for this one. This one, it was a cool record. Yeah. I don't think I listened to this in 06. I don't think I listened to this for another year after. Because because they were too big all of a sudden, and it was like,
oh yeah, you don't want to listen to it. Yeah. No, they were. It was quite the experience when it came out. I mean, they, not that we didn't have concept albums before in the scene, but people were like, oh, this is they did it on the scale because obviously they have the money
big,
and the resources now to be able to show it off in the way that they were able to. And, the story they were telling in all the tracks, so many great tracks that stand alone, not just as a whole, but also as the singles. And yeah, do I cry every time I hear Famous Last Words still? Yeah.
I was going to say, there's
100%.
a reason they're able to milk this for 3 arena tours,
God, yeah. Yeah, after this year, they're going to have to take a break, though. Maybe write some new music.
They tried. came out a couple years ago. It wasn't very good.
Yeah, I know. I've the State of is it the State of Decay? Is that the one?
Something decaying. Yeah, it wasn't great.
Yeah,
Wasn't great.
I listened to it. It was okay. Foundations of Decay.
There it is.
I knew
yeah,
I was gonna get it. I knew I was gonna get it.
Something was decaying.
Yes. So that's. I mean, I have to give it to 2000 end of 2006 was MCR's. They took that, for sure.
Yeah.
So
it was obnoxious. They had a long time there. That album is very, very big.
Yes.
I'm going with a bit of an oddball for my number one here. Patent Pending by Heavens, the side project of Matt Skiba and Josiah Steinbach from F-. I remember when this came out, I was so hot. When the Patent Pending video came out, it was so cool. I was such a Skiba dork at this point. It's such a cool fucking record. And like the Plus 44, and we never got a second one. And there's something like really gnarly, magical
special
in your brain
about it, yeah.
About like, especially it's like a side project where there's like one album. You're like, like fuck.
You could have more, and there's never,
right. Or they'll do little tease, like there'll be parts of like later Alkaline Trio songs where it's like
that could have been
a Heaven song, and just one tour where they played the album front to back, and I think they did like Astro Zombies or like a Misfits cover or something in there, and just one tour, clubs. Epitaph Records, September 12th, 2006. Such a cool. If I hear something from this album, I'll get like tingly.
Ooh, still get chills even to this day.
Oh yeah, Dead End Girl, great record. The End, maybe the last great Skiba project, honestly.
Really? Oh gosh, and you're even saying that after he went with with Blink for a while?
Yeah. I mean, that was great for him commercially, but that might be his last. Yeah, because like after that, there's Agony and Irony is not as good. This Addiction, Shame is True. Yeah, no, I think that's the last like truly great Matt Skiba project.
Dang. I mean, it's a good project, so I understand that. Yeah.
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 Fuck. 20 years downhill.
Well, I mean, commercially, I would not say that.
There's California... a sweet little bump there. He's going downhill. And then he hits like a sick-ass ramp and gets a lot of money.
Yep.
In Blink-182 for a while, which I was very stoked on. Like, let Matt get his fucking bag. But
everyone, when you're someone like Matt Skiba, you deserve to get that bag.
Totally. Yeah, like he deserved those few years. I hope he's rich off the Blink shit. Yeah.
You ever think he'll do anything with that again, or do you think it's just like done?
With Heavens?
Yeah.
I think Matt is so like all over the place.
Yeah.
Like in the last like 10 years, like there was a side project with Mark Hoppus at one point. There was a side project with Adam Willard. There was like just like random little side projects he'd hop up in, and just nothing would happen, So
yeah,
I think we should be pleased if we get anything more than a Travis Barker produced Alkaline Trio record,
That could happen.
It's gonna happen.
I don't think you're gonna like it, but it's gonna happen.
Same thing though. It's like hopefully
you'll
they
get that
the
before you'll get MCR 5. So count yourself. At least you'll get something.
I'm safe. I feel good about that bet. We should set up like a poly market, like a
for
betting,
emo bands.
Just bet stuff like that. You should be able to bet that on like Emo Kids website or something like that, where it's like
when is MCR 5 gonna come?
And there's odds on it and stuff like that. Like we should do that.
Yeah, I need a poly market on if there's gonna be a ska song in the next Fall Out Boy album. FOB
you got money on it. You got money on it.
I'll put money on it. Yeah.
We'll find a bank to fucking.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
I think we're on to something.
We are on. Yeah. Poly market for the emo scene. Emo Kids Anonymous poly market. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm not a betting woman, but yeah.
Well, that being said, look forward to the litany of YouTube videos about the rise and fall of Emo Kids Anonymous as they set up.
Set up a Ponzi scheme or something. I don't even know what it's going to look like.
I don't know. I'm into it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
You'll see it on the documentary.
When I'm not suing Robb.
Yeah.
I made a promise on this episode that I will not.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And he's going to take that to court with a verbal agreement.
Yeah. I know the judge. Mm-hmm. I'll show her.
You know the judge?
I know a judge.
I do
Judy.
too.
Yeah. I know Judy.
Yes, the judge in the Church of Hot Addiction. That's where we're going to be.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, those were our 2006 albums. That was fun.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for joining us today, everyone.
We're dying over each other. man. It's your boy Petty Hendrix, man. You tuned in to Emo Kids Anonymous. Check it out. You did.